I have heard only tales of the Grand Preservers. I did not expect to encounter one aboard this vessel.
That is not surprising, Hierarch. My sisters and I are unique, trained from birth to master every intricacy of the Kala. I have experienced its true depth, plunged the infinite spectrum of emotion and memory. It is because of this gift we were selected to enter stasis, so that we may guide you in our most dire hour.
Your sisters were aboard the other Ark ships? Then they...
are one with the Kala, fallen during the Zerg invasion of Aiur. I know this. I feel the tragedy that has befallen us, more deeply than you may realize.
A terrible burden has been laid upon you, Rohana.
Yet it is my fate to bear it. A fate foreseen by the same minds that constructed this vessel. I trust in their wisdom, Hierarch. I will serve my purpose, much as you must serve yours.
Karax, even without the Kala's light, I can sense your sadness, your pain. Does the spear of Adun bring you no joy?
That is just it, Hierarch. Without the Kala, it is as if I am blind. I cannot sense your feelings, know the true depth of your thoughts. I cannot call upon the surety of other phase-smiths. I am alone.
I feel the isolation as well, as though thrashing within the vacuum of space. But you are not alone, brother.
To think, the Dark Templar have endured this existence all this time. The days ahead will not be easy.
We may not have the Kala to rely on, Karax, but we still stand as one. We will endure. There is no other option. It seems fate has drawn us together once again, James Raynor.
I'd call it luck.
Luck is a concept that is purely human in origin. We Protoss see the synchronicity of events, and know there is a grander design behind them.
Well, it don't matter how you see it. The result's the same. So what brought you all the way out here, Artanis?
Zeratul believed that the artifact in your possession, the Keystone, he called it, could guide us to the Xel'Naga.
Where's Zeratul now?
The Dark Prelate fell on Aiur. His last hope was that I would continue his quest and find a way to stop Amon.
Damn it. Always knew there was only one way this quest of his was gonna end.
His loss is great. I know you called him friend.
I went through hell to get that artifact because of his damned fool prophecies. Lost a lot of good men. If he wanted you to have it, take it. It's yours. Right now, though, we got a city to save.
Oh, hey, Michael.
Yeah, what's up?
Have you seen the new Akali?
No, I
Sky Shield's
haven't
in
looked at it
serious
yet.
trouble, everybody. If we can't bring it back online, Augustrad's gonna take a nuclear-sized impact. Mobius Corps soldiers are on the
It gives
platform
me
now.
a sad,
And those guys are
Michael.
suicidal. Rather die than
It
live
literally
stop.
makes her, like, she looks scary now.
I believe it.
Like, I don't want it. Like, I want it, but I don't want it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This ain't good. Sky Shield's not gonna last much longer. At this rate, we've got maybe 10 minutes left till it lands smack dab on our capital.
Your suspicions were correct, Commander. Mobius Corps is disabling the platform's atmospheric stabilizers as we speak.
The damage appears repairable, Hierarch.
Yeah, assuming Mobius Core leaves anything left to repair. Artanis, if you can clear out those troops, my boys can patch up those stabilizers. That should buy us some extra time.
We must move quickly. It will take the combined power of all 5 stabilizers to halt the platform's descent.
The central stabilizer is nearby. Securing it first will deliver us a staging ground to assault the other 4. I walk the shadowed path.
By blood and fire, we shall be reborn!
Mobius Core is moving against us. Karax, activate the Spear of Adun's weapons cluster.
Bombardment systems online. Prepare for orbital strike.
This.
Orbital strikes can now be fired from the Spear of Adun's command panel, Hierarch. You must construct additional pylons. This will provide us with supply we can use to train new warriors.
I walk the shadowed path. I walk the shadowed path.
I am detecting an electromagnetic weapon ahead. Its pulse will slowly damage our shields. We should destroy it if possible. Completing bonus objectives will allow me to improve the Spear of Adun's power level in the future.
I walk the shadowed path. I walk the shadowed path. For soon, we shall shield this world.
Durability calculations updated.
Commander, your construction vehicles can begin the repairs.
Thanks, Artanis. My boys are putting a sensor tower here. Should alert you if Mobius Core swings through this area.
This world, the god moves. For soon. We shall shield this world. So be it. Your command is law.
Mobius Core is deeply entrenched in that location. An orbital strike would help weaken their defenses.
Your end has come. Eternally resolute. We shall... Mobius Core is mobilizing an attack against our Nexus Point. Rally our defenses.
My conjecture was correct. These Solarite reactors can be used to improve the Solar Core's energy output. I detect 2 more of these devices on the platform. If possible, you should seek them out. If possible, we should warp in more photon cannons. They will help our Nexus Point defend against enemy incursions.
We shall shield this world. For soon. Your command is law. I walk the shadowed path. We await our charge. Ever vigilant.
Revising durability estimates.
Nice work. Got a repair crew inbound. Heads up. Looks like Mobius Core is starting to reinforce the stabilizers. Expect some heavier resistance.
I have returned. I walk the shadowed path. The guard moves. We stand watch. I walk the shadowed path. I am needed. So be it. The guard moves. The shadow descends. We shall shield this world.
Warping aboard the Solarite reactor now.
We shall shield this world.
Base is under attack.
I have returned. I walk the shadowed path. We shall shield this world. For soon. The shadow descends. Your command is law.
What? No. Why the hell would I have the scissors?
Break before us. Face the endless void. A third stabilizer has been cleared of enemy forces.
Gotcha. Repairs underway. Man, you're sure pissing Mobius Core off. A lot of troops guarding the stabilizers. Make sure you got enough forces to engage.
We await our charge. Eternally resolute. So be it. For soon, your end has come. Zarash Gulita. Face the endless void. Your end has come.
The final Solarite reactor is being warped aboard now. I will begin installing them as soon as possible.
World, so be it. For soon, may our blades strike true. Make use of me.
Durability calculations updated.
Only one stabilizer still remains in enemy hands. We must make haste.
Needed. Zok Kalados. So be. Our blades meet the enemy.
Base is under attack.
Disruptor primed. As ordered. Zok Kalados. Confirmed. I walk. Engaging foe. Input command. Loke tie. I walk the shadowed path. For soon. May our blades strike true. The guard moves. The Shadow Guard waits.
Friend Raynor, Sky Shield has been stabilized, and Mobius Core is retreating.
Admiral Horner will take control of the station from here. Gotta say, I owe you big time for this one, partner. That's a hell of a thing your boys did, Artanis. Sky Shield is back online. We're about to call down the cavalry.
We will join you on the surface and extract the keystone.
I got some bad news for you. Seems our friends below had the same idea. While we were fighting to get planetside, the Imperial Palace was raided. Security data indicates the keystone was taken. My mama used to have a saying, when it rains, it floods.
I am uncertain as to how this saying is helpful, friend Raynor.
Me either. Wait a minute. I'm getting intel. A Mobius Core evac team is headed toward Bennett Port. They got the keystone.
We shall not let them escape.
The Solar Core requires your attention, Hierarch. Please visit it at your earliest convenience.
The Solar Matrix Core. Truly an impressive sight.
A synthetic star. Imagine what went into its creation. This chamber provides power to the Spear of the Doom in all its systems. Its radiance even contributes nourishment for our warriors.
How long until you can bring its tactical systems online?
System analysis has begun, but the star has lain dormant for an eon. It will take time, and a powerful ignition catalyst like Solarite to restore it to full capacity.
Solarite? The firstborn Hellspawn haven't utilized Solarite in millennia.
This vessel is ancient, Hierarch. We will need to exhaust even unconventional resources if we are to bring it to bear.
Do what you can, Phase Smith. We will acquire what you need.
Very well. You may begin augmenting the solar core whenever you are ready. Select the core to start reviewing your options, Hierarch. This array displays an overview of the Spear of Adun's weapon and support systems. Each system can only be configured to have one active ability at a time. You may select different abilities to complement your tactical decisions in different battles, Hierarch. Our current available Solarite is displayed here. Any leftover Solarite can be routed to our auxiliary systems.
You look different, Phase Smith.
Ah, you must be referring to these mechanical arms. I constructed them to improve my efficiency while running the solar core. So far, they have been quite helpful.
I must remind you, our sacred law, the Deul, clearly forbids us to interfere with lesser beings, unless there is a direct threat to the Empire. Your choice to aid these Terrans is perplexing.
Why do you assume that they are lesser beings, Rohana?
I do not make an assumption. Gaze upon them. Unsophisticated, primitive. They communicate through orifices. Mouths.
Many, including myself, once thought as you do. But I have seen their nobility. In time, you will also.
It's looking bad, Artanis. A lot of dead people down there. We gotta take these bastards out.
What could have led these Terrans to come under Amon's thrall?
They were assigned to some top-secret details, running security at Dr. Nerud's hybrid research labs. After Valerian re-established the government, the Mobius Foundation went dark. Last transmissions were chaotic, crazed. Next thing we know, the attack started.
Then Amon has turned them into his slaves, an army. They are dangerous, but they are only the start of the war to come.
You always were the optimistic sort. Mobius Corps is making their way to Bennett Port with the artifact. We gotta stop them before they get away with it. Welcome to Bennett Port, at least what's left of it. Mobius Corps has entrenched themselves here to keep us from the artifact. Valerian's setting up his base now. Once he gets...
Raynor, what is happening?
The hybrid are channeling void energy into the keystone. The resulting psionic disruption has overwhelmed the Terrans.
Deploy our immortals. We need heavy assault to protect these Terrans until the disruption subsides.
Man, that's 2 I owe you, Artanis. Felt like I was losing my damn mind.
The keystone is recharging, Commander. They will surely activate it again soon. We must reclaim it.
You ain't kidding. Let's lock and load, partner.
can construct immortals from the robotics facility. They are quite effective at sieging enemies or defending our allies.
All right. My boys are taking this fight to Mobius Core. And once you got your defenses in place, bring the heat.
This disruption has hit my forces hard. We've taken heavy casualties, and we're going to need more time to establish our fortifications. Do what you can to keep them at bay.
Already on it. Your position will be secure till they fire off that keystone again.
Hierarch, several of our Dominion research facilities are reporting that they are under attack. If you can rescue them, I'll return any Protoss technology they've collected to you.
Our pylon is under attack.
The keystone is reaching full power, Hierarch. We will need to defend our allies from the hybrid once more.
Sabil.
If possible, we should warp in more photon cannons. They will help our Nexus point defend against enemy incursions.
None shall break us. I walk the shadowed path. I heed the call.
The attackers have fallen. Forge ahead to the Keystone's location.
Commander, our forces are ready. The Dominion is engaging Mobius Core.
I feel your presence.
Mobius Core has turned their sights upon our Nexus. Prepare for battle.
All will worship or be forever silent.
Our pylon is under attack. I walk the shadowed path. us your command. I walk the shadowed path. I walk the shadowed path.
Base is under attack.
We have liberated a Dominion facility.
Can't believe we made it out alive. Some of our medics will stay behind in case you need them.
Hierarch, I'm detecting a significant energy spike. I expect the Keystone will emit another disruption nova soon.
I walk the shadowed path. Our cannon shall sing.
The Keystone's disruption is also affecting the Mobius Core. We should attack them once our allies are safe.
Your allies are in battle.
Ungara Manakai. I return to serve. I walk the shadowed path. Nakuzai. Intaro Adu.
We have survived the Hybrid's assault. Continue onward, warriors.
Our blades meet the enemy.
Damn, that's one hell of a headache. Thanks for the help, Artanis.
Our blades meet the enemy.
We've broken their defenses. Let's get some bunkers out there.
Our blades meet the enemy.
Base is under attack.
Ungara Manakai. Intaro Adu. Nakuzai.
Dominion SCVs, establish a fortification line here.
I have returned. I have returned. We march to victory.
Thank you for your help. Our last science vessels are on their way to the front line.
The Keystone is about to emit another disruption nova. The Terrans will be incapacitated while the disruption is active.
Shall be battle is ours. Sabil. Our blades meet the enemy. I feel your presence. In Taro Adun, let darkness be parted.
With the hybrid's assault stopped, we can move forward once more.
Dark there for a while. Good thing you've got our backs.
Get our sense. I heed the call. Glory is eternal. I walk the shadowed path. I have returned. I have returned. I return to serve. I return to serve.
Yeah.
Return to serve.
Yeah.
I return to serve. I have returned. I feel your presence.
Base is under attack.
Our duty is unending. I return to serve. Pours alarm.
Thank heavens. Almost everyone died. Just a few medevacs left. I'll send them to support the Emperor's forces.
Emperor Valerian, we have secured all of the threatened facilities.
I promise you, I won't forget this kindness, Hierarch.
The Keystone is emitting powerful energies. I expect it will fire again soon.
I have returned. I have returned. Submit!
Allies are in battle.
Pours alarm. Our cannon shall sing. I heed the call. It is destined. Pours alarm. Sabil. We march to victory. Our cannon shall sing. In Tar, I return to serve.
Our enemies have ceased their assault. We must press on until we reach the Keystone.
The battle is ours. Osiris Shien.
Oh, hell. This doesn't get any easier. Time to take him out.
Ungara Manakai. Nakuzai. Glory is eternal. Our cannon shall sing. I return to serve. Let darkness be parted. Ungara Manakai. It is destined. There shall be a reckoning. For the ancients! Nakuzai. Iksabil. I return to serve.
Nice work. That area's secure. I'll set up some defenses.
The enemy closes.
Damn, I was so close.
Pours alarm. Our cannon shall sing. We shall serve.
Mineral field depleted.
I return to serve. I have returned. I have returned. I walk the shadowed path.
Mineral field depleted.
Osiris Shien. I return to serve.
Mineral field depleted.
Hierarch, I'm detecting a significant energy spike. I expect the Keystone will emit another disruption nova soon.
I return to serve. Ungara Manakai. I return to serve.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
We shall serve forever.
Mineral field. Your allies' base is besieged. Mineral field depleted.
Our cannon shall sing.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
For the eight, I return to serve. Our blades meet the enemy.
Mineral field depleted.
In Taro Adun.
Well, that did it. We pushed Mobius core back. Damn. Look at this place. Even the Zerg didn't tear into the city like this.
Did you know this warrior?
No. But I know his story. I know all their stories. None of them ever think it'll end like this. Reports been coming in from all over. Dominion worlds overrun. Outposts destroyed. A lot more dead boys out there. Warriors.
Death is the fate of all warriors. Fate we too may soon embrace.
Fate ain't written, Artanis. Way I see it, if SC2 believed you could make a difference in all this, and this fight's just begun.
It is your custom to shake the hand of a friend, is it not?
Give him hell, Artanis.
Rohana. Preserver. Rohana.
Artanis.
Amon.
I see your doubt, your fear. You were so alone, mewling in the darkness. Let me release you, all of you, from the suffering of this life. The infinite cycle of strife and anguish is at an end.
Your words are little more than poison, Amon. Your actions bring nothing but death.
They bring purpose, an end to a cycle not within had chosen. Your resistance will only bring unneeded suffering.
It has passed, Hierarch. Pain is gone.
Do you see now why you must separate from the Kala? Its light has faded.
I will keep him at bay. I will endure. I have felt his rage, seen his truth.
If you will not sever your connection to the Kala, then you will be contained, kept in stasis.
I will preserve the Kala however I must. If I must endure imprisonment, so be it.
You do have to admire her resolve, even if it's misguided.
Look here, Hierarch. This material self-regenerates. It is no wonder the research of the Terrans claimed it to be from a recent epoch. My projections place it at several billion years old, if not more.
Zaratul's vision said that this keystone can guide us unto hope. What do you think it means?
Yes, guide us. It is a code wanting to be cracked. The Keystone seems to be able to manipulate energies, but that may not be its sole purpose. I believe it stores its origin point within.
Its origin point?
Yes, I promise you. I will find out how this will lead us to the Zelnaga.
Redouble your efforts, Carax. There is little time.
Robotic assault units can now be added to our army, Hierarch.
Adun Toridas. I return to serve.
Hey there,
Yes,
your
yes.
royal nest. Man, this is weird. I've never talked to no Protoss before. Hey.
If I have learned one thing from your Commander Raynor, it is that we are not so different, Rory Swan. Continue your report.
Right. So, the artifact, the Keystone thingy's all yours. We're in the middle of transmitting all our data to your engineer.
You have my thanks. Please relay my appreciation to Commander Raynor.
Hey, you got it, Skippy.
Skippy? Zeratul, old friend. I have the keystone you believed would lead to our salvation. And yet, faith alone will not defeat Amon. The Nerazim of Shakuras ritually sever their connection to the Kala. Because of this, they are now the last free Protoss. I must reach them before Amon's armies.
Of life is extensive. Hold. We are receiving a transmission.
Praise the gods. Artanis, you live.
Matriarch Vorazun, what has happened here?
Shakuras has fallen. The warp gate linking this world to Ire has been reopened. Countless hybrid and Zerg pour from the other side. They've obliterated our cities, decimated our Shadow Guard. We are trying to evacuate the remaining population, but I am uncertain whether we can hold long enough to get them safely away.
We will give you the time you need, Matriarch. My Templar are inbound.
Ah, good. Hierarch. The solar core awaits. I've been trying to isolate the major population centers in need of evacuation. The Zerg signatures far outnumber those of the Protoss, but most of the survivors seem to have gathered within Talametros.
There must be Nerazim phase-smiths you know among them. Those who stayed behind.
I am not seeing any Protoss life signs from within the engineering base, Hierarch.
Then they have met their fate.
Or perhaps they've fought their way to safety. The Dark Templar do not follow our caste system. Some of their faithsmiths are trained warriors, skilled as any of ours.
That does give them an advantage I had not realized. But then, our people are very different.
Of course, Hierarch.
All this time, this wretched little world was within striking distance of our fleets.
Much has changed since your era, Preserver.
First you consort with those Terrans, and now the Fallen Ones? It is heresy. You must know this.
The Dark Templar are now our allies.
There was a time when the Protoss were broken. Throughout the Aeon of Strife, we tore at each other with wanton abandon. Only one path was ever found to end the madness and unify our people. The Kala. The Dark Ones rejected its light. They denied their own race. How can you fight for them?
For one so sworn to preserve our history, Rohana, how can you be so blind to its turn?
I see I have offended you, Hierarch. My apologies. Adapting to this period is difficult.
My Dark Templar were tracking your invasion on Aya when we were cut off. Then the warp gate opened. What happened, Artanis?
Amon used the Kala to seize control of the Templar. I could feel his rage tearing through me, and I was powerless against it. Zeratul found me. It was there that he...
Yes?
He tried to free me. And he succeeded, at the cost of his own life. He fell by my hand.
It was Amon's deed, not yours.
Zeratul came to me with a warning, but I did not act. Because of this, he is now gone, and the stars burn dimmer for his loss. Amon's deed or not, I carry a burden, Matriarch. One that cannot be easily lifted. It is so empty without the Kala. The voices of my people, lost in darkness.
The Zerg infestation is overtaking Talametros. Our evacuation is already in great peril. Your aid cannot come soon enough, Hierarch. Shakuras teams with Amon's Zerg broods. We hold only the southwest quadrant of Talametros, and even that is in peril. We must evacuate our people, but the launch bays have been defiled with infestation. Only ground forces can clear them. Once the bays are free, the planetary warp conduit will allow our ships to escape safely.
The launch bays will be cleared. Your people will survive, Matriarch. This I swear.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal. Artanis, I'm detecting a rift opening near your position. Avoid Thrasher. By the gods, it's sieging the warp conduit.
Warriors, we must slay it before it destroys the conduit. Strike as one, Templar.
You seek our service. They shall fall.
The Thrasher is slain, but it will be for naught if the launch bays remain infested.
shadows I come.
Yeah.
From the shadows
Okay.
I come.
Not eating out there. Guys, we're gonna hike and drive.
Nasperu Unadar. From the shadows I come.
Shore up our defenses. The Zerg are moving to attack our nexus point.
Our pylon is under attack.
If possible, we should warp in more photon cannons. They will help our nexus point defend against enemy incursions.
Intrigued. Clever.
Artanis, the city of Telemetros is powered by vaults of solarite. If you can reclaim them, the reserves are yours. A second Thrasher. The conduit is under assault.
Fear is an illusion. By the void. Khartoum.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templars' movements. Slay them first.
The Thrasher has been eliminated. This would be an opportune moment to clear the launch bays.
In the darkness.
Matriarch
Yep.
Horazun, the first launch bay has been cleared. Continue evacuating.
Nasperu Unadar. I am intrigued.
returned, albeit with food. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, clearing creep.
You seek our service. I am the blade of the Narazim. Clever. By the void. I am but a phantom. Nasperu Unadar. I bask in the twilight. I am intrigued. Clever. I am but a phantom.
Our pylon is under attack.
We have secured a second launch bay.
Well done. Half of the bays are launching evacuation ships.
Nasperu Unadar. I am the blade of the Narazim. Khartoum. I am but a phantom. Clever. What would you ask of us? I am intrigued by the void.
Another Thrasher has appeared. You know what must be done.
From the shadows I come. From the shadows I come. From the shadows I come. Engaging foe. Jakul Inak. I am intrigued. Engaging foe.
That should buy the conduit more time.
Light. By the void. Clever. Khartoum. I am intrigued. Battle is upon us. I am but a phantom. From the shadows I come. comply.
Ha! There's one.
I am the blade of the Narazim. Engaging foe. I am but a phantom. From the shadows I come.
Amon has sent another Void Thrasher against us. Slay it before the conduit falls.
Another Thrasher felled. Is there no end to these abominations?
I return to serve. Battle is upon us.
Our pylon is under attack.
I bask in the twilight.
Our pylon is under attack.
Nasperu Unadar. I am intrigued. I return to serve.
Base is under attack.
I am but a phantom. I bask in the twilight. I will comply. Khartoum. Nasperu Unadar.
We are recovering the last Solarite reserve now. The solar core should be augmented by the time our forces return, Hierarch.
The void claims its own.
We have purged the infestation. Only one launch bay remains disabled.
Khartoum. Battle is upon us. From the shadows I come. By the void. I return to serve. Return to serve. Fear is an illusion. Clever. I return to serve.
Artanis, another Void Thrasher has been summoned. This one is in the heart of the city.
Jakul Inak. I am the blade of the Narazim. Alakur de Shakan. I return to serve. Clever. Khartoum. I strike from the shadows. What would you ask of us? I am intrigued. Battle is upon us. I return to serve. Khartoum. shadows. The darkness rides.
I return to serve.
Well done, brave warriors. Amon's thrashers are no match for the Templar.
Battle is upon us. Fear is an illusion.
I return to serve.
The launch bays have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artemis. They will never forget.
Despite this tragedy, I am pleased to see you once more, Hierarch. I had hoped that our next interaction would be your announcement of Ayer's reclamation.
As did I. Instead, the Templar have fallen.
Then the threat is greater than I realized.
We cannot let the same fate befall Shakuras.
It is too late for that. Amon Zerg poured through the warp gates a tide of flesh and blade. They have already overrun Telemetros and are nearing the shrines of Rizul. This world is lost. With such an infestation, Shakuras must be destroyed.
Destroy Shakuras? I will not permit this.
Permit? Shakuras was my people's home long before we offered yours sanctuary upon it. I will not let this world be a den for Amon's forces. Worlds may fall to ash. What matters is that we endure.
To lose Shakuras and Ayer.
We are a vagabond people, Artemis. Our true home has always been Ayer. Let us reclaim it together.
It is fitting that the daughter of Raja Gal decides the fate of the world she helped forge. Let us make preparations at once.
Hierarch, I have powered up a new ship subsystem. You can review it in the solar core now.
Damn.
Of all the Templar, you never wavered in the belief that our two peoples could live in unity. It is something I admired in you.
It is ironic to hear you say this. All this time, I believed you were reluctant to accept the unity I sought.
You and I had many a disagreement in the Twilight Council. For day by day, I saw my people losing what they were. I saw our precious old ways erode.
You wished to preserve them.
I am Nerazim, Dark Templar. I hold great pride in my people.
But you are also Protoss. That is the greater affiliation.
That is not what the Conclave believed when we were exiled long ago. Your kind had ire. Our culture is all we ever had.
What have you discovered about the Keystone, Phase Smith?
only that my skills may be inadequate to assess it.
Explain.
Imagine the Terrans obtained one of our fabrication matrices. Could their scientists ever understand its engineering? The task set before me is of a similar scale. The Xel'Naga were beings beyond our understanding.
Keep working, Karax. I have faith in you.
Karax, by the way, is like low-key the unsung hero of this campaign.
The War Council awaits you, Hierarch.
Do I get the Avenger? Yes! Loki, the Avenger is my favorite campaign unit.
The evacuation ships have reported.
No, okay, no conversation.
Many of my Dark Templar have volunteered to act as scouts for us. They will keep us aware of Amon's movements.
This was not an easy decision, but I would rather see Shakuras destroyed than overwhelmed by Amon's Zerg. We have much to plan, Hierarch.
Tell me, Vorazun, how will we bring destruction to your world?
The Xel'Naga Temple's phase prism can be overloaded, forcing a spike of energy into the planet's core. Enough of a charge and the planet will shatter. Amon will not possess my world.
I've been thinking about this choice.
Are you reconsidering?
No. My time here has reminded me of the courage of your people. That we must fight. If we are to suffer, then so too will Amon. We will lure as many of Amon's hybrid and Zerg through the gateways we have. Only once enough are through to wound him will we overload the temple and flee.
To bleed him. Bold, but we can't risk the forces it will require to do such a thing.
Leave that to me, Matriarch. I have learned much from the Dark Templar.
I can't wait. This is also one of my favorite missions, by the way. Like, in addition to the amazing cinematic at the end, the mission itself is actually quite fun.
Our forces have secured the Xel'Naga Temple grounds. Artemis, how go your preparations?
I am configuring the temple now, but without the Uraj and the cows, it will take time.
Time is not all it will take. The temple's energies are regulated by 3 Zenith stones. Only once they are destroyed can the temple be overloaded.
Until then, we must defend it from the Zerg and their hybrid masters.
The Nerazim have long used Kadaran monoliths to protect our lands. I see your Phase-Smith has become familiar with them.
Indeed, Matriarch. The monoliths are quite deadly and fire a considerable distance. They should prove instrumental in our defense.
The moment has come. Let us begin. The sooner the Zenith stones are destroyed, the better off we shall be. The Zerg will overwhelm the temple grounds shortly.
Agreed. Although, should it become necessary, my Dark Templar can sneak through the enemy and destroy the stones. The Zerg gather for an attack to the southwest. Ignite your blades, warriors.
Ooh, I wasn't paying attention to that side. I might be screwed.
Engaging foe.
Hierarch, there are more resources nearby. We can construct a second nexus near them to accelerate our harvesting.
We'll save resources for that.
Give your order. Our light awaiting instructions. As you say.
Another brood of Zerg is preparing to attack from a hive to the northwest.
For soon, eternally resolute.
It's the last one.
Give us your command.
Ha! It's gonna work. Nice.
Our blades meet the enemy.
Artanis, our observers are reporting a vast number of Zerg have poured onto Shakuras.
And yet, not a single hybrid. Amon is testing our resolve.
Break us. Our blades meet the enemy. Transmit.
The Zerg approach the temple from the southeastern accessway.
Not yet.
Ready yourselves, Templar. The Zerg are moving to assault both sides of the temple.
Then I guess not.
Base is under attack.
None shall break us.
Base is under attack.
Our day will come.
Curious. There are overlords closing on the temple grounds.
I have seen this tactic before. They are transporting ground forces. Destroy the overlords, quickly.
Engaging foe. Retribution awaits.
Our readouts indicate there are nearly 500 million Zerg on Shakuras. All of them moving for this temple.
Let them come. The Templar will endure.
Base is under attack.
Our blades meet the enemy.
Damn it.
Base is under attack.
Might be able to squeeze one in right there.
Be on guard, warriors. The Zerg are attacking the temple from all three sides at once.
Base is under attack.
Our blades meet the enemy.
Damn, not quite.
Our blades meet the enemy.
Exercise caution when attacking a Zenith Stone. The energies within may become volatile as it is damaged.
The Master's gaze falls on your shadowed world.
By the gods, I have never seen such abomination. Warriors, focus all cannons on the hybrid. We must defend the temple.
Give your order.
A great many Zerg now stand between us and the Zenith Stones. It would be wise to use my Dark Templar to destroy them, Hierarch.
Ire shall rise anew. So shall it be. We obey. I serve the firstborn.
Base is under attack.
As you say.
Hierarch, I have never borne witness to so many Zerg. Was this the threat my mother once faced?
No, Matriarch. This threat is a far greater one, and it will take all we have to resist it.
Vengeance for Ire.
Our pylon is under attack.
There is no solace in exile. And Aris Adari. Our day will come. Vengeance for Ire.
Base is under attack.
We are steadfast. So shall it be.
It is done. The Zenith Stones have been destroyed. Once your task is complete, the temple can be overloaded.
Understood. And the temple alignment is proceeding well. Now, we wait for the Zerg.
Base is under attack.
The moment approaches, warriors. The temple is realigning. It will be ready soon.
Hierarch, I have discovered a solarite cache beneath the Zelnaga temple. If we can hold longer, I should be able to retrieve it.
Begin the retrieval process, Karax. We will hold the temple as long as we can.
Vengeance for Ire.
I mean, at this point, it's just a waiting game.
Our
I doubt
pylon
I'll
is
lose
under
these structures,
attack.
but even if I do... Well, I might lose that one. But to be fair, I didn't put that one in that stupid position.
Base is under attack.
Oh, I lost a turret over there. Lost the monolith.
Base is under attack.
Which means...
Give your
Base is under attack.
We are steadfast. Give your order. Eternally.
Base is under attack.
I serve.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
For the hierarch.
Base is under attack.
The temple thrums with energy. It is ready.
Solarite retrieval is still in progress. If we can hold on just a while longer.
Eternally.
Base is under attack. 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 Our pylon is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Blades meet the enemy.
Upgrade complete. Base is
It's gone again.
Flow.
Oh well, it's almost over anyway.
Base is under attack.
It is done. The Solarite has been successfully warped aboard the Spear of Adun.
Templar, initiate dimensional recall. Get to safety, now!
Berserker poised to breach the temple.
Have faith, Matriarch. Your fallen people cry out for vengeance, and they shall have it.
That those of our kind suffer, separated from the glory of the Kala.
Shakuras is gone. It has become one with the eternal night. But the traditions we forged there will remain with us forever.
Is that still possible, Matriarch?
More so than you may realize. What do you know of the Shadow Walk, Artanis?
Little. Your people closely guard their customs.
It is our most sacred rite of passage. The Initiate stands alone. Members of her tribe strike against her from the shadows. If she endures, she becomes a Shadow Hunter, true Dark Templar.
Why do you speak of this?
You stood alone, as Dark Templar, against countless enemies, risking your life for the many. You have walked as we have. You have walked the Shadow Path already, Artanis. You no longer have the Kala. You are Dark Templar.
The Nerazim fought valiantly beside us, even unto the destruction of their world. Why?
Their homeworld has always been Ire. They have never forgotten it, or the sacrifice that delivered them to safety.
You speak of Adun. So saith Judicator Xentheon. Adun failed to eradicate the rogue tribes, those who call themselves the Dark Templar. We witnessed the burst of the Twilight Star. In that treasonous instant, Adun ushered the heretics and himself to fate, purifying Ire of their taint, but allowing them life.
Treason? Adun chose mercy rather than committing genocide. This was a noble act, Preserver.
Was it? I see history through the eyes of those who lived it, Artanis.
Perhaps this is why you are blind to all that is before you. History's truths are only ever understood looking through the backwards lens, seeing its consequences take root.
As a preserver, I have always experienced history as a living, breathing now, as those who experienced it in the moment did. Perhaps I should consider the way you view it.
An Arudin, Shakuras.
Shakuras has fallen, and Amon's grip tightens. If we are to stand against him, we will need more than warriors. As Hierarch, I was made aware of a location where our Kalai scientists experimented on new weaponry in secret. Within the Glacius facility, the Purifier program has been reborn. We must recover this immensely powerful technology. Glacius facility. Within lies the greatest weaponry the Empire ever developed.
It is the site of the Purifier Revival Program.
Purifiers? The forbidden weapon? They were sealed away by the Conclave, never to be restored.
The ancient Purifiers are not kept here, Preserver. They are still locked away. Here, on Glacius, our researchers have been developing prototype weaponry inspired by that ancient technology.
You speak above your caste, Kalai. This is unimaginable heresy.
We are outmatched by Amon's forces and facing annihilation. If this technology may help us, we will use it.
not been seen since the Aeon of Strife, before the Protoss were united by the Kala's light.
I'm afraid they returned some time ago, Rohana. We thought them fanatical servants of the Xel'Naga for years, but in truth, they had enslaved themselves to Amon.
Why would any being willingly follow Amon?
That is unclear. The Tal'Darim call themselves the Chosen. What Amon has chosen them for, we do not know. They are dangerous foes who have helped forge the hybrid and shed blood in the name of our great enemy.
Protoss turned upon Protoss. The De'ul demands retribution for such offense. They must be destroyed.
If it is their fate, it shall be.
Ah, Hierarch. Welcome to the Solar Core. The purifier weaponry that has been researched here could prove to be a valuable addition to our arsenal.
That is what I am hoping. Is there any merit to Rohana's fears?
The Kalai on Glacius have prototyped the technology with successful results. It is said that these experimentations are no different than the Templar they are replications of, a byproduct of quantum predictive analytics.
They were and are still only machines. Do not give them such credence, Karax.
We too are machines of a biological nature. I often marvel at the architecture, the design, the careful construction of our form, our machinery. The Xel'Naga forged us as we forged the original purifiers.
Our scouts are reporting Amon's forces are conquering system after system. We must choose our plan of attack carefully, Hierarch.
If we are to obtain the purifier technology, then we must move quickly. The Tal'Darim are preparing to fire upon the facility. Hierarch, the Tal'Darim are unleashing their mothership's phased displacement beam against Glacius's orbital defenses.
I am First Descendant Alarak, and I'm in charge of destroying this facility. You seek the technology vault, but you are too late. It will be annihilated along with the rest of this pathetic world. Use your time to withdraw from the system, or remain here, and watch your forces burn to ash. I care little which you choose.
He is not entirely correct. If we begin now, our forces could outpace the displacement beam.
Then we are going in!
We stand.
The displacement beam is advancing. We must reach the vault before it is destroyed.
I walk the shadowed path. I walk the shadowed path.
I am detecting a Tal'Darim force amassing outside of our nexus point. We must prepare for assault. Wait, these sentries were left behind. Let me activate them. They are quite effective at restoring shields to nearby warriors.
For Vorazun. Our blades meet the enemy. Your command.
And there. Our gateways are now calibrated to warp them in as well. Our forces are near the displacement beam. We must remain alert and stay out of its range.
I walk the shadowed path.
It appears the station scientists were storing raw solarite here as well. If possible, we should obtain it. Excellent. Solarite gathered. Ah, we've discovered more sentries. I will activate them now.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I walk.
My fault.
nearby sentries online.
I walk the shadowed path.
Our pylon is under attack.
I walk the shadowed path.
Releasing sentries from stasis. Hierarch, I'm detecting movement from the Tal'Darim fleet. Multiple transport signatures inbound on the facility.
Warp prisms. Clever. Alarak is activating the facility's old defenses, using them against us.
Another Solarite sample obtained.
Yeah.
Our blades meet the enemy.
For tomorrow, instead of wasting food.
Okay.
And I've washed all the pots and pans for you.
Okay.
Your probes are under attack.
There's the last one.
We have acquired all of the raw Solarite samples. They are still in superb condition. You should see them.
Our pylon is under attack. Our pylon is under attack. Our pylon is under attack.
Acquiring access.
Work quickly, Face Smith.
Focus the disruptor on their location. Let them burn.
I have its coordinates. Warping aboard the container now.
You are not as weak as you appear, Artanis. We shall meet again.
The Purifier weaponry is safely aboard the Spear of Adun. Wait, there is a prototype warrior here as well. I will have to examine it more closely.
Yay.
to see me face
Artanis, it is good to see you, young Executor.
Phoenix? How can this be?
It was his cloned personality that was used for the Purifier prototype. Given your friendship with the Source personality, I thought, well, he believes he was brought from stasis and made a Dragoon.
Why are you here, Phoenix?
I was given a directive by Aldaris himself to come to Glacius and serve the Templar.
It is the last recollection from his memory web. The Great Templar were still encoded by order of the Conclave.
Do you know about the experimentation done on Glacius? Why Aldaris gave you this order?
I am a warrior, old friend. You know this as well as any. It is not my place to question the order of Adjudicator.
His construction is highly advanced, an Adanian shell composed of a trillic compression mesh. It appears he was to be the first in a revival of the ancient program.
Enough! I have fought far too long for the will of the Conclave to be examined like some specimen. I am Templar, and I am reunited with the dearest of friends. Is this not a glorious day?
You are right, of course. Carax, these tests are no longer needed. Phoenix, welcome aboard the Spear of Adun.
These new purifier designs rival any technology our people have previously conceived. The replication data is the sort that allows accurate duplication of one's consciousness. Phoenix's personality may be accurate.
How accurate?
Within the 99th percentile.
So there is a chance for discrepancy.
Quite a minuscule one.
And in a lifetime, how many choices does that variation impact? Who would you be with such a difference in the decisions you've made? Keep a watchful eye on Phoenix. If he is to help us, I want to know who he is.
You and I have stood shoulder to shoulder, blades thrumming in the heat of battle countless times. And now, you lead the Protoss. I wail with pride at the mere thought of it.
I was chosen to represent the hierarchy by the remaining Judicators and the clans of the Nerazim. I am still honored by their choice.
Tassadar must be proud as well.
Tassadar is gone, Phoenix. He fell, bravely sacrificing for his people. He saved us from annihilation.
What? It cannot be. And Ire? Fallen to the Zerg as well?
It has.
How long have I lingered in stasis, becoming this Dragoon?
Do you know of the Purifier program, Phoenix?
Of course. The greatest Templar minds replicated. Dangerous machines that had to be shut down.
They were shut down, but we have never ceased the research, and still have tried to find ways to replicate our greatest Templar, to use that ancient technology.
Why do you tell me this?
We are facing a war like none we have seen before. We will need you in the days ahead. Maybe even the Purifiers.
Then my blades are yours, old friend.
We have acquired new robotic support technology for review.
The enemy shall be purified. The Shadow Guard waits.
Seeing Phoenix once more perplexes me. I feel sadness, but I should feel joy.
It is said the warrior Phoenix was felled by the Queen of Blades. This approximation is not Phoenix, but he is a reminder of the loss you suffered.
His voice, thoughts, his very presence. He describes memories we shared with such vivid recollection. Every instinct I have tells me that this is my friend, but all logic defies it.
We of the Nerazim often ponder whether our people are the sum total of their experiences, or are more than them. A truth lingering inside us. In time, we shall see if this Phoenix has his own truth, or is little more than a flawed forgery.
Hierarch, I see the master construction of the Xel'Naga now. Their understanding that energy, essence, and information are all one. Each interchangeable, each mutable.
Then you uncovered the information Zeratul foresaw within this keystone.
I have. From what I understand, it will lead us to Ulnar.
Ulnar. It is a place of myth. A realm whispered of in our legends.
The homeworld of the Xel'Naga. I believe the keystone can project its location.
Show me, Karax.
Within such unrelenting forces. It appears I have failed you, Hierarch.
I do not believe so, Karax. It is said that the Xel'Naga came from a place where no life should be. This aligns with Zeratul's prophecies. We will go in. Make preparations at once. Zeratul, many thought you mad. And yet, once more, you have seen truer than us all. The keystone leads us into the Altarian Rift, to the Xel'Naga home of Ulnar. It is my destiny to carry your mantle, old friend. I will wake the Xel'Naga and honor your legacy. Zeratul was right. It is Ulnar. Think of it, Matriarch. The cradle of all life, hidden all these years.
Yes, but why?
How Zeratul foresaw the keystone would lead us here is uncanny. It is now clear that it was this device's primary purpose.
Zeratul was in touch with an expression of reality beyond my understanding.
This place should not exist. It defies all decrees of science, shatters all understanding of astral mechanics.
I once thought we Protoss had reached the pinnacle of attainable knowledge. I was a fool. There is far more in the galaxy than exists within Protoss understanding, friend Karax. I know this now. Phoenix, you appear distressed.
Apologies, Hierarch. I have been pondering the events that brought me here. I've discovered there are holes in my memory. Battles recorded here in the ship's archives that I should be able to recall, but cannot.
What is it you have found?
Records of my defeat at Antioch, and being revived as a Dragoon. But this body, it is clear to me that I am no Dragoon.
There is more to those records, Phoenix. But what you uncover may not be desirable.
I am willing to face the truth, old friend, however difficult it may be.
Then I hope you find the answers you seek.
It is hard to believe we stand above Ulnar, the home of the Ihan-Ri, the Xel'Naga. The Judicators theorized the Xel'Naga left Aiur to return to a place such as this. It is said they slumbered through the ages.
Zeratul believed the artifact would lead us unto hope. The Xel'Naga may be the hope he spoke of.
If the legends are true, then the Xel'Naga are below, awaiting their children to awaken them.
Then let us hope so.
Hierarch, it appears we cannot receive transmissions while we are within the rift. We have been cut off.
The Spear of Adun's sensors have located what appears to be an accessway into the temple. Our starships are prepared to move on your command.
Here lies the resting place of the Xel'Naga. We must find a way to unseal this accessway if we are to awaken them. Grand Preserver, what do you know of the temple in the depths below?
Only myth, legend. Here upon Ulnar, the destined races will seek ascension. Their very presence shall open the way forward. I believe these celestial locks are the key. Our forces should claim them in the hopes the way forward presents itself.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim are here. They are taking control of the celestial locks.
Voices' demands are clear. Keep the temple sealed.
Once they control the locks, the secrets of the temple will be hidden from us.
Warriors, engage the enemy and reclaim the locks. Amon will not have his victory so easily.
Our stargates can now warp in phoenixes. They are extremely mobile and effective at engaging our enemy across long distances.
I walk the shadowed path.
Amon's forces are inbound to our nexus point.
Once Amon's forces have been defeated, our warriors' presence should allow us to lay claim to the lock.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim have deployed a titanic warp prism. If its core is similar to our own, the reactor is made of pure solarite. If possible, we should destroy it and claim the reactor to enhance our solar core. The lock is now ours. These energy patterns indicate once we control the other four, the temple will open.
Be on guard. Amon's servants are moving to seize a lock.
walk the shadowed path. Engaging foe.
Teleport successful. Teleport successful. Engaging the enemy. Alan Porkal.
Make use of me.
Teleport successful. Teleport successful.
Engaging foe.
Alan Porkal. Teleport successful.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
It appears a lock has fallen to the enemy. We will need to retake it, quickly.
Alright, well.
I walk the shadowed path. We shall shield this world.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Our pylon is under attack.
There is no solace. Vengeance for ire.
Understood.
Base is under attack.
The locks do not appear to respond to our cloaked warriors. We must send others in their stead.
Vengeance for ire. Ire shall rise anew.
Teleport successful.
Vengeance for ire.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Engaging the enemy. Teleport successful.
Base is under attack.
Our blades meet the enemy.
Teleport successful.
I don't like it.
Teleport successful. Teleport successful. Time for battle. Weapons primed. Teleport successful.
Vengeance for ire.
Teleport
What?
successful.
Oh, no, not yet. I'll do it here in just a second.
Send it to the forum.
Okay.
dmass@jacksonville.org.
Yeah.
Vengeance for ire.
Teleport successful.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Teleport successful.
Base is under attack.
Vengeance for ire.
Warp field online. Teleport successful. I soar to victory! Weapons primed. I will prevail. Teleport successful.
Vengeance for ire.
Teleport successful. Teleport successful.
One is under attack.
Teleport successful. Engaging the enemy.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Teleport successful.
Base is under attack.
It appears a lock has fallen to the enemy. We will need to retake it, quickly. It is done. I am warping the vessel's cargo aboard for further study.
Engaging the enemy. The firstborn. Vengeance for honor.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
It appears a lock has fallen to the enemy. We will need to retake it, quickly.
Engaging the enemy. Vengeance for ire. As you say. I am needed. I have returned.
Appears a lock has fallen to the enemy. We will need to retake it, quickly.
Teleport successful. Teleport successful. Zerovec, cry on! Teleport successful.
Base is under attack.
Dumbasses.
Mineral field.
Teleport successful.
Our pylon is under attack. Base is under attack.
Teleport successful.
I have detected another lock in enemy hands. Amon's forces are in a defensive position.
Successful.
Engaging the eye. I walk the shadowed path. Vengeance for ire.
Teleport successful.
Mineral field depleted.
Where do our enemies lurk? Teleport successful.
Get our sons. I am returned.
Mineral field depleted.
Teleport successful.
Mineral field depleted.
Teleport successful. Teleport successful. Teleport successful.
Mineral field depleted.
A lock has been captured by our foes, Hierarch. We must be cautious.
Teleport successful. Teleport successful. Teleport successful. Teleport successful. Where do our enemies lurk?
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Engaging the enemy.
A lock has been captured by our foes, Hierarch. We must be cautious.
Engaging the enemy. Engaging the enemy.
Teleport successful.
is under attack.
All 5 locks have been captured, Hierarch. The access way is opening.
It seems Amon's forces have drawn back. I sense only a great stillness from within the temple.
Then we have succeeded. It will not be long before we see what fate has in store for us.
I'm afraid the Spear of Adun will not be able to assist you inside the temple. Please be careful, Hierarch.
Amon's forces arrived here before we did. The temple may already be under his control.
Zeratul believed the other Xel'Naga were here, and that they would stand with us against Amon. They could end the war. My people could be free once again.
Then why have the Xel'Naga not answered us?
I am going into the Ulnar Temple alone, Matriarch. I do not intend to risk any more lives.
You risk your own life on the word of a traitor.
He killed your mother, Vorazun. That is true. But he was never a traitor. I do not wish for death, only to see Zeratul's visions fulfilled.
You will return. That much, I believe.
My warriors cannot aid me in the battle ahead. This burden is mine to bear.
The starfighters have arrived, and they await your evaluation.
The skies await.
Since we arrived here, the Keystone has reacted strangely. It's as if it is attuned to the energies below.
Energies below?
Yes. Void energies exude from this place. I believe this world is a conduit between dimensions.
And the Keystone?
Acts as if siphoning these energies. This is entirely different from how the origin point information was stored. As if the Keystone was reconfigured for a second purpose.
Let us hope that the Xel'Naga themselves can reveal the truths you're looking for.
Alright, the next phase of this campaign is going to be like one long exercise, and so I really prefer to stop here for now. I might pick it up later tonight, I'm not sure. If not, definitely tomorrow. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later.